All right. We're getting ready for the moment we've all been waiting for. We've been advertising this race all season long. It is time to bring out the Cash Money Late Model Series as we will turn it over to the voice of the Dirt Track Bank Cash Money Late Model Series, Kenton Blackburn.
All right, Cash Money Late Model time here at Midway Speedway, and here's how they're going to roll out for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole in the 16E is going to be Sean Eggman. On his outside in the 16 is going to be Rick Brown. Row number 2 on the inside, and your current Rookie of the Year points leader, the 50P of Justin Parrish. On his outside in the 29, Chandler Mooning. Row number 3 in the 67, it's Jammin' Jimmy Van Zant. On his outside in the 5JR, Noah Ames. And starting shotgun in the 26D is going to be Jonathan Dean. Justin Parrish there, you can see he's got the orange spoiler. He is the current rookie points leader for your Cash Money points series right now, and he's sitting in 3rd place overall. Your top 5 are separated by under 100 points, by under probably 70 points, as they are sitting right now. Sean Eggman, there's a little bit of fluid there in 3 and 4. These guys are going to roll through right now, but race fans, late models right now are going to be stacked and packed and ready to go on a beautiful track here by Clinton Crew. It is turned out, the cushion is high. Turn number 4, coming out of turn number 4, they have been absolutely fast all night long. The Cash Money Late Models, they like to jump to the high side quick and early. They're going to run one more time through there, and then they're going to get stacked and packed and ready to go.
Kenton, talking about precious memories, we have done a lot of Cash Money Late Model features in the past, and excited to get one tonight.
Oh, it does not get any better than the best of the Midwest right here with your Cash Money Late Model Series, as they are gonna get lined up here. Jimmy Van Zant sitting at top 10 in points. He's been consistent all year long. Got to talk to him a little bit before the race, and he's just had, you know, a tire here, a tire there, you know, just the racing bug right now. But I'm telling you, if there's any driver that wants to get that monkey off his back to go to victory lane, it's the 67.
Jimmy Van Zant, also a driver over at the asphalt track here in Lebanon, so you Lebanon fans will recognize that 67 of Jimmy Van Zant.
All right, getting ready to go green flag. Keith the Flagman getting ready to drop the green, and here we go. Eggman's going to lead him down the front stretch as we got Mooning doing a little bumping and banging. Parrish slicing and dicing, working his way. But here comes the 26D of Jonathan Dean from the back row, working his way up quick to 3rd as they come through 3 and 4, coming out of turn number 4. As we got one going around there, it's going to be a 5JR of Noah Ames. Noah Ames in the 5JR going around there on the high side there of 3 and 4. As we were getting ready to have a heck of a run there between Parrish and Eggman down the front stretch. But how about the 26D of Jonathan Dean? There was a little bit of contact earlier in. Going to go back to the original start, did not get a lap completed.
Jonathan Dean, I believe the 16 there, Rick Brown, have ran with us in our weekly classes here at the Mighty Midway Speedway as we run late models here weekly for the Cash Money Rule Package. So a few of these drivers, if you're a weekly fan here, you're going to recognize a few of these drivers here tonight.
This is their second night of racing this week. Last night they were out at West Plains running. Bunch of them coming out here again tonight. Lots of points on the line as we get ready down the back stretch. It's Eggman and Brown gonna lead the front row, looking for the green flag from Keith the Flagman coming out of turn number 4. And here we go. Down the front chute. Rick Brown got a good jump that time. coming into 1 and 2. Eggman on the low side, Brown on the high side. Van Zant trying to get it going there in the middle. Nothing doing as Noah Ames going to go around in a 1 and 2. That's his second caution by himself, so Noah Ames is going to have to work his way to pit road. He will have to go back. We're going to go back. Green flag racing outside. Here we go. We got them stacked and packed and ready to go. Eggman and Brown still on your front row. No laps complete yet for heat race number 1. Down the front stretch, here comes Eggman. Got a great jump, and here comes Parrish on the inside. Down through 1 and 2. Eggman going to try run. Oh, big contact. Mooneying 1 and 2. All right, so we're going to single file them up, as here we're going to watch on the Midwest Sheet Metal Instant Replay. They come into 1 and 2. Mooney sent it in a little too hard. Jonathan Dean made a little bit of contact with him, helped him around the rest of the way. And Jonathan Dean had to go play with that infield tractor tire.
There he is in the infield on the four-wheeler. The man that does it all around here. Not all, but he has a lot of people that help him staff-wise. But that is the owner of the mighty Lebanon Midway Speedway, Clint the Man Gann right there. Sunglasses on, cruising around in the four-wheeler. He was super stoked. We talked to him before the races. He was super stoked about how the track was going to be tonight.
He was excited. He says he was going to work or it's not. We'll find out tonight. And right now, in my mind, it is absolutely working. Watching them cars come out of turn number 4 is something to see. They got a lot of momentum. We're going to single file restart here. Eggman on the front by himself, looking for the green flag. We're back. Cash Money Racing down the front chute here. We're going to go into 1. Eggman still your race leader. Brown trying to get to the inside. Here comes Jimmy Van Zandt on the inside of Parrish down the back stretch. They're going to silhouette side by side. Brown to the inside of Eggman through 3. Coming out of turn number 4. Got a good run here side by side. Going to make a little bit of contact. Well, we got a race leader. Rick Brown go to the race lead on lap number 1. He's going to get down to the low side of the track. Eggman's going to come and almost spin. Going to get into Jimmy Van Zandt. Lots of cars getting everywhere. Jonathan Dean in the infield almost, but Brown is going to start driving away right now, but he's got Jimmy Van Zandt barking up the rear end here, coming out of turn number 2, but here comes the rookie points leader, the 50P of Justin Parrish, trying to reel them in. Sitting there in that 3rd spot right now, Rick Brown coming out of turn number 4, going to get another lap in the books. Had a lot of jitters right now for these guys. $1,000 on the line for your Cash Money Late Model Series tonight. Jimmy Van Zandt still trying to reel in the leader of Rick Brown. A couple restarts, had to get it done. Laps are starting to tick down now as we are halfway through heat race number 1. Rick Brown down the back stretch. Parrish trying to catch the back of Jimmy Van Zandt as Dean and Mooney are getting ready to start duking it out right now, as they're just trying to find where these cars are going to fit on a different surface than they have been used to out here at Midway Speedway. Is Van Zandt getting inching ever closer to the 16, going to get up there underneath the bumper a little bit, sitting in hard through 3 and 4. Van Zandt got to the back bumper of Brown, but Brown still holding on. A little bit of a tire up there on the 16, coming through 1 and 2. Down the back stretch to Brown, and here comes Van Zandt and Parrish as they still been duking it out. Your top 3 cars have separated themselves from the field. 1 to go for the 16 of Rick Brown. Jimmy Van Zandt's got to do it now if he's going to get her done. Coming to the inside, he's got a good little run down here on the backstretch and bobbled it down the backstretch. Brown in through 3 for the final time for heat race number 1. Van Zandt going to drive it in hard. Coming out of turn number 4 for the final time for heat race number 1. Rick Brown's going to take it. Jimmy Van Zandt, then Justin Parrish, your top 3.
What a run there for Jammin' Jimmy Van Zandt. A lot of you Lebanon fans will know that name, but what about the run there for the 16 of Rick Brown, your heat race winner?
All right, your Cash Money Late Models heat race number 2. Rolling out on the track right now, starting on the pole in the 42 is going to be Dustin Mooneyham. On his outside in the 73, Francisco Escamilla. Row number 2 on the inside in the 00 is going to be Landon Harris. On his outside, the 4A of Dustin Atkinson. Row number 3, he's going to be your current points leader, the 52 of Mitch Keeter. And on his outside in the 23, Mark Simon. Boy, I heard you guys get loud from old Mark Simon down there.
We got the Mark Simon fan base here tonight on the right side of the flag stand.
8 laps of distance. Everyone's going to transfer to tonight's main event. Mooneyham and Escamilla there on the front row there in that 73 on the outside. Landon Harris, Dustin Atkinson. Again, Mitch Keeter there, the green spoiler on the 52, meaning he is the current points leader, and it is a narrow point. I believe it's a 23-point lead for Mitch Keeter right now. As the field's going to pace one more time. 8 laps the distance for your Cash Money Late Model Heat races tonight.
This is a stacked heat race right here. A lot of local guys. Our local points leader, the 4 of Dustin Atkinson, right there. Mark Simon and him have been trading wins this season. We then got the point leader, 52 of Mitch Keeter.
Looking for the green flag. Mooneyham's going to bring him down the front stretch. Good jump there for the 42. Escamilla right there. Going to do a little bit of high side hustling. Mooneyham going to slide through 1 and 2 as we got it bumping and banging. Simon right there on the back of Mitch Keeter, though. Down the back chute, they're going to go. Landon Harris gets shuffled to the back of the track right now, but Mooneyham going to come out of turn number 4, and he's going to lead lap number 1 and start putting some distance on the field right now. But Keeter has moved up to that 3rd spot, but Atkinson coming to the high side trying to get around him. Escamilla with a little bit of bobble there on the top of turn 2. Here comes Keeter to the inside of him. Mitch Keeter going from the back row, looking to get to the front quick. 2 laps in the book, though. It's all been Dustin Mooneyham earlier, but here comes the 52 of Mitch Keeter. Mark Simon and Atkinson going to battle it out there in the back. The 73 of Francisco Escamilla getting it in there at 3rd as Mooneyham's going to lead another lap in the books. Mitch Keeter trying to find a couple different lines right now, trying it early. As Atkinson and Escamilla and Simon right there, we got a 3-car battle back there for 3rd and 4th as they're going to start battling out, but Keeter is inching ever closer to the 42 of Dustin Mooneyham as we are halfway through this one. Down the back stretch, Mooneyham's going to go. Still got a good little lead over the 52 of Keeter. Keeter going to drive it in a little bit lower. He started coming out high out of turn number 4 and hasn't worked yet. Mooneyham right now, all the 42 right now, 5 in the books. Down the back chute you're going to go as they fall single file down the back stretch into 3 and 4 out of turn number 4. Mooneyham has been in total control as Keeter trying to reel him in right now, but right now down to the back stretch, Keeter's going to get a little run. Mooneyham. Keeter gets just closer a little bit after coming out of turn number 4. Still Mooneyham, your race leader. White flags in the air for the 42 of Dustin Mooneyham. Can Mitch Keeter get something to go here? He's going to inch a little bit closer out of turn number 2, but Mooneyham still got a good 2-3 car lengths on him into turn number 3. Coming through turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4 for the final time for heat race number 2. Winner going to be Dustin Mooneyham. Mitch Keeter, Dustin Atkinson going to be your top 3. Good domination right there by the 42 of Dustin Mooneyham. Mitch Keeter trying a couple different lines that time. Going to make some adjustments on the 52, but this is going to be lining up to be a good feature race. All right, your Cash Money Late Models heat race number 3 is going to line up like this. Starting on the pole, in the XR11 is going to be Sean Duncan. On his outside, in the 662 is going to be Caden Campbell. Row number 2 on the inside, in the 82 is going to be Chase Parmley. On his outside, in the 33, Mike Bentner. Row number 3 on the inside is going to be the 13 of Sean Whitman. On his outside, in the 26, Glenn Powell. Again, all of our late model drivers are going to make their way to the main event tonight. Sean Duncan, Caden Campbell there on the front row. Jace Parmley Top 5 in points right now. He's had a heck of a run here. A few weeks, few races he's been putting on some good stuff. Got some bad luck a few weeks ago. Down the road at Springfield, got collected in an accident with lap traffic that took him out of the win. That was a tough break for him. He had her by a whole lap. Coming down the backstretch, Sean Duncan, Caden Campbell going to be looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Keith, the flag man, getting ready to give the green flag in. Here we go. Down the front stretch, Sean Duncan going to fly up the speedway, slam the door on Caden Campbell. And here comes Parmley to the inside as Powell goes around in turn number 1. Glenn Powell going around there in turn number 1. The Joker Welding caution flag going to come out here. As we watch the Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay here as they come flying into turn number 1. Glenn Powell just sent it in a little too hard, a little too early. We'll get them stacked and packed here. Looking to go green flag this time. By lineup looks good. Sean Duncan, Caden Campbell there on the front row. Jace Parmley, Mike Bentner row number 2. Green flag's in the air. Sean Duncan does the same thing. Slides up, opens the door for Parmley, and there goes the 82. To the race lead through 1 and 2, but here comes Duncan back to the inside and bringing Bentner with him. Down the back stretch, they're going to fall single file. Here they come into 3. It's still Parmley, Duncan, and Bentner coming out of turn number 4 as Powell got collected a little bit but kept it going. As Chase Parmley right now in the 82's got it figured out early. Coming down 3 and 4, starting to open up a little bit of lead over the XR11 of Sean Duncan. Down the front stretch, going to lead lap number 2. Duncan, Bentner, Whitman, Campbell, and Powell's how they're lined up right now as they go single file down the back stretch. Parmley going into 3 as Powell comes out of number 2. Lots of racing action all over the speedway right now. Parmley through 1, then Duncan, Bentner right now. They're all trying to figure out the way around the speedway early, but right now, the man on a mission, the 82 Jace Parmley, is on a mission, made a heck of a move on the start of the race, got to the front quick and just kept going. Mike Bentner now getting to the back bumper of the Sean Duncan down the back stretch. They're going to go, so the battle for seconds getting ready to hit go. Here comes Bentner and Duncan coming out of turn number 4. Bentner's right there on the back end. Duncan. And still the Parmley show right now. Here comes Duncan on the high side. Bentner there. Sean Whitman there in the 13 in no man's land. Coming out of turn number 4 across the stripe. Parmley still all by himself. Duncan and Bentner still trying to get there. Bentner gets a little bit of a run as Duncan's going to bobble it a little bit out of turn number 2, but Duncan's going to slam the door as Parmley's going to come out of turn number 4 with the 1 to go for the 82 as he goes into turn number 1, and here comes Duncan and Bentner. Down the back stretch comes your race leader for the final time. Through turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4 for heat race number 3 for your Cash Money Dirt Series. It's going to be the 82 of Chase Parmley. And then coming out of turn number 4, good run there. It's still going to be Sean Duncan holding off the 33 of Mike Bentner, your top 3.
What some good heat races there for the Cash Money Late Model Series. Nathan Warson keeping up with the late models in his drone. That's pretty neat to see, but man, what a race there. Got quick time. Kitten, it's your time to shine and get these fans rallied up and loud for our next feature.
All right, race fans, get ready to roll on the track for their main event. It's time for the Cash Money Late Model Series presented by Bud's Tire and Wheel. And this is how they're going to line up for tonight's main event. Starting on the pole, your current points leader, the 52 of Mitch Keeter. On his outside, in the 82, Chase Parmley. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the 33 of Mike Bentner. On his outside, the XR11 of Sean Duncan. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 4A of Dustin Atkinson. On his outside, the 16 of Rick Brown. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 42 of Dustin Mooneyham. On his outside, the 67 of Jammin' Jimmy Van Zandt. Row number 5, your current rookie points leader is the 50P of Justin Parrish. On his outside will be the 13 of Sean Whitman. Row number 6 on the inside will be the 73 of Francisco Escamilla. On his outside, the 29 of Chandler Mooning. Row number 7 on the inside will be the 2016 of Jonathan Dean. On his outside, the 23 of Mark Simon. Row number 8 on the inside will be the 26 of Glenn Powell. On his outside, the 662 of Caden Campbell. Row number 9 on the inside will be the 16E of Sean Eggman. On his outside, the 00 of Landon Harris. And starting shotgun in row number 10, the 5JR of Noah Ames. All right, race fans, get ready to get on your feet. They're going to do a 4-wide salute for you. One of the greatest things in motorsports right here. It is a thank you to you fans for coming out and supporting them. This is their way to show appreciation to you for coming out. So getting ready to come out of the force. Midway, on your feet. Coming out of turn number 4, you one of the best, you got them 4 abreast, your cars and stars, the best drivers in the Midwest, your cash, money, dirt late model series, presented by Bud's Tire and Wheel.
Lebanon Midway Speedway fans, they're going to come around one more time. Show them how we do it here at the Lebanon Midway Speedway. Throw those hats up in the air. Throw your hands up in the air. Make some noise for the Cash Money Late Model Series.
I'm going to do it again. Coming out of turn number 4. Race fans, you one of the best. You got them 4 abreast. The best drivers in the Midwest. The stars and cars of your Cash Money Dirt Late Model Series, presented by Bud's Tire and Wheel. Feel the rumble of the ponies under the hoods as they get ready to rock and roll for their main event tonight. 30 laps is going to be the distance. Mitch Keeter, your current points leader there with the green spoiler.
Kitten, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm at a gym. Get ready to, bench press. The world record bench press right now,
Oh, man, the adrenaline I got going right now for this feature, I normally sit down throughout the night, but I am up pacing around. The flags are taking off. The cars, great job. Youth race fans, I know those drivers appreciate it. They tell me all the time how much they can hear you scream and yell. Even when they're going full speed, they can hear you race fans getting after it. So get loud and rowdy tonight for your Cash Money Late Model Series. Mitch Keeter, your current points leader on the pole. Getting ready to do battle with the 82 of Chase Parmley right there. Every position right here is key for their points battles coming up. Mike Bittner and Sean Duncan there in row number 2. Dustin Atkinson and Rick Brown row number 3. Gonna get them lined back up. They're gonna come out of turn number 4. Their lights are gonna go off and they're gonna go green flag racing this next time by. It is a good racetrack tonight. Clinton Crew did a phenomenal job. We're going to see some high side hustling early with these guys. They like to get into the top side quick. Who's going to get there first? Who's going to be the first one to dance with the devil on the high side? Keeter Parmley going to pace him down the backstretch. Lights are off. Looking for the green flag, race fans. You're not going to need your seat. You might as well just stand on your feet for this one. Keith, the flag man, opened the flag stand, getting ready to do his little jig as the field enters turn number 3, looking for the green flag, and here we go. Mitch Keeter off to a great start. Parmley and Bittner right behind him as they go flying into turn number 1. Mike Bittner looking at the inside of Parmley. Everyone jockeying and jiving for position as Mitch Keeter is going to start pulling away. But here comes Parmley on the low side with Bittner coming right behind him. Keeter's going to lead lap number 1, 29 to go. As we are 3 wide, Simon going to be the first one towards the back of the pack to go to the high side. But Keeter got it figured out early. He got that whole shot, got to the low line, and it's sticking, and here he comes. Your current points leader got the drone following him. Parmley and Bittner starting to pull away. Sean Duncan there and Atkinson, the Dustin Mooneyham there in the 42 trying to work his way up in there. Got a little bit of a battle between Atkinson and Duncan right now. The battle for 4th as they come down into 1 and 2. Noah Ames a little bit off the pace. He's going to be a little bit of lap traffic as Atkinson to the inside of the 11 of Sean Duncan. They're side by side going into turn number 3, battling for that 4th spot. Caution on the speedway. That's the 26D of Jonathan Dean going around there in turn number 2. Three laps in the book for the 30-lap main event. That's the 26D of Jonathan Dean that going around there in turn number 2. Going to bring out the Joker Welding caution flag for the first time tonight for your Cash Money Late Model Series. Jace Parmley picking his lane here on the Delaware double file restart. Bittner going to the high side. Everyone's going to fill in behind them. Watch how quickly these guys are going to get lined up. They're ready and rocking and ready to go. Next time by, the green flag's going to be back in the air. Mitch Keeter, your race leader. Jace Parmley, Mike Bittner, Sean Duncan, Atkinson right there. Your first 3 rows. Down the backstretch, Mitch Keeter going to lead them. Looking for the green flag. If you watch the flag man, he's going to do his little jig. Hits his staple. Keeter going to be looking for the green flag coming out of turn number 4. And we are back at it. Here with your Cash Money Late Model Series presented by Bud's Tire Wheel down the front stretch. We're going to go 3 wide along the front stretch. Dustin Mooneyham shaking and grooving all the way up around the 11 of Duncan, moving his way up to the 4th spot. But here comes the 67 of Jimmy Van Zandt working his way up there, trying to get around the 11 of Duncan. Mitch Keeter still your race leader right now. Jace Parmley trying to find a little bit of a lane as Mooneyham getting to the back bumper of Bittner there into turn number 2, but nothing happening yet. Keeter still your race leader coming out of turn number 4. We're going to get another lap in the books. Mitch Keeter right now has led every lap of this one. Jace Parmley doing everything he can to try to reel in the 52, but there's just a lot of open track in front of him. We get some green flag action and see how he handles some lap traffic. That could make this race 2 different races, the race within the race. Keeter coming on the back of Noah Ames and is going to be the first car to go 1 lap down, but here comes the rest of the field. Noah Ames going to cut down right in front of Bittner on the low side. Keeter still running away with this one early as Mooneyham still trying to reel in the 33 of Bittner as they come into 3 and 4. Keeter still going to lead another one as we got 8 laps in the book right now for Mitch Keeter. As Parmley and Mooneyham gets into Bittner and almost spins in turn number 2. But they keep it going straight, and we got one. Oh, Parrish, Simon, and Escamilla. Parrish, Simon, and Escamilla got together there Going to bring out the Joker Welding caution. Escamilla kept trying to go. Mark Simon's out of his car. '23 of Mark Simon, not happy with how that one shaked out there. Mitch Keeter, your race leader. Hey, Shane, man, what do you think of this one so far?
You know, it's been the Keeter show, but, you know, that 82 having a good run. I think he might be saving a little bit there for the end there, but so far, I was getting ready to see, you know, like a Sunday night SmackDown on the backstretch there, especially for those fans over there in the pit side, but you know, I think a lot of drivers right now are just sitting there waiting patiently, you know, running lap after lap. But, you know, that 82 machine right there, pretty quick there in the 33 there, Mike Bittner. But, you know, Keeter's been in control of this race, the whole race, but don't count out that 82 of Chase Prumlin having a good run there. But it's anybody's race, I believe.
Right now, yeah, if we, you know, it was getting interesting getting into some lap traffic. It was going to slow the leader up and let the field come to him. And it's going to be a little interesting how it's going to shake out. If we run a few laps caution, it'll be the Mitch Keeter show. Parmley there picking the low side here for the Delaware double file restart. Escamilla there coming down the front stretch. Some damage on the front end there as Mark Simon's getting pushed pit side. His night is done for the 23. Mitch Keeter going to lead them out of 1 and 2. Looking to go green flag racing action this next time by. We got 8 laps in the books.
Hey, keep your eye on that 67. We've been talking about him all night. He's been looking for a good run.
Mitch Keeter looking for the green flag, and we're back at it with the Cash Money Lane models down the front stretch. Keeter on a good start. Bittner trying to cross over, nothing doing there, but Atkinson going on the high side. Van Zandt there. We're going to be 3 wide coming down the back stretch. Van Zandt, Atkinson, and Bittner right there. Jimmy Van Zandt in the 67 going in hard on Bittner. As right now that battle is going on for third, but Mitch Keeter still your race leader. Chase Parmley doing what he can to try to stay with him. Van Zandt getting around there. Bittner a little wobbly out of turn number 2, but here comes Atkinson to the big inside of Van Zandt through 3 and 4. Man, the battle right now for 3rd, 4th, and 5th is one to watch. Jimmy Van Zandt trying to get the inside of the 33 of Bittner as the 52 of Mitch Keeter has already caught the back of the 5 JR of Noah Ames. Coming out of turn number 4, he's going to get around the lap traffic. Parmley's going to get around him as they come into 1 and 2. Noah Ames trying to do a crossover move as a lapped car, but here comes Van Zandt to the inside of Bittner. 67 of Jimmy Van Zandt having a good solid run right here tonight here in Midway, but Mitch Keeter, it's been the 52 show from the drop of the green flag. Mike Bittner there in 3rd, Jimmy Van Zandt, Atkinson. We got a caution on the speedway. Got debris off of turn number 1. 12 laps in the books. Again, Mitch Keeter still your race leader. Parmley trying to run him down, but Mike Bittner and Jimmy Van Zandt have had one heck of a battle.
Yeah, we talked to Jimmy before the races, and he's top in the top 5 in the point standings. He's just looking for some good runs, and having a good run at 67. But
And that's the thing. He's been consistent. He just hasn't been able to park it in victory lane. You know, and he's I think sitting 8th in points right now. You know, he said, hey, I'm in top 10 in points. I'm happy with that. He said he's never been there with the series, so he's happy where he's sitting right now, but there's always room for improvement. So right now, the way the 67's going, he's a man on a mission right now, looking to go to VP Racing Fuel's victory lane tonight here at Midway Speedway.
But, you know, for me as myself, you know, the voice here at the Mighty Midway Speedway, I got to put my bets there on that 4 of Dusty Atkinson. The home track man right there, putting on a great show. Top 5 spot right now for him. He is our current track point leader in the late model class as we run our cash money late model rules here weekly. So we got some local guys up front. So Mitch and Jimmy Van Zant, for you Lebanon fans that went over on I-44 on Saturday nights. He ran a lot of years over there. The 4A of Dustin Atkinson. He started his career at I-44, and then they have made their way over to the dirt service here at the Mighty Midway Speedway.
All right, going to the backstretch. Keeter's going to lead him, looking for the green flag. Keith's going to do his jig one more time. Here we come out of turn number 4. Keeter's going to come flying. Parmley right behind him. Van Zant to the inside of Bender into 1 and 2. Van Zant's going to hold on for dear life. Big contact. The 26 of Glenn Powell going around there in 1 and 2. That's also going to collect the 662 of Caden Campbell in the 16E of Sean Eggman.
Watch it here on the instant replay, and them two slide up the track there, and Midwest Sheet Metal instant replay right here. And 26 there got pushed around, and 66 nowhere to go, and then there the 16.
Good brake work there by Eggman there, getting on that one. He about just backed into the door panel there of the 662 there. And it's just, you know, this is one of those ones where we talked about if Keeter could get into some traffic, it could shake the race up. It seems like his car's just a little bit faster than 82 of Parmley right now. Van Zant and Bentner has been putting on a heck of a battle. Going to do a single file restart. Mitch Keeter's going to be on the pole. Jace Parmley, Mike Bentner, Jimmy Van Zant, Dustin Atkinson, your top 5 as they sit right now. Caution is still out on the speedway. Been a great race so far. Drivers are trying different things. This next time by, they're going to come back to green flag racing. 12 laps in the books on a 30-lap main event. They're sitting in 6th. Parrish, your rookie points leader, and the orange spoiler. Justin Parrish there in 6th. Got some work to do if he wants to drive his car to the front. Looking for the green flag. Here comes Mitch Keeter getting ready to look for the green flag to be dropped, and here they come. Down the front stretch, single file. They're going to go into 1 and 2. Keeter, Parmley right there. Parmley got a good run there. But Keeter's going to pull away by a car length down the backstretch. Van Zant to the inside of Bentner. Going to slide into 3 and 4. Jim and Jimmy Van Caution on the speedway. Glenn Powell around in turn number 2.
You know, and
Glenn Powell's night's over. That's his second cause caution. He's going to park it in the infield. All right, we're going to keep him single file. Going to go green flag this next time by. Keeter, Parmley, Van Zant, Bentner, Atkinson, your top 5. I'm liking the 67 of Jimmy's Van Zant's odds right now. He's getting in there, getting low, getting a good run out of the corners. But right now, Mitch Keeter's doing his thing and leading the distance so far. Here we come out of turn number 4. Green flag's back in the air. Here comes the field down into turn number 1. Parmley got a good bump and run right there. Keeter, who knows? It could be tires going on right now. Here comes Parmley again to the back bumper of the 52 of Keeter. We got a race for the lead coming down the front stretch. Into one, Jace Parmley trying to get right back, stay right back on the back bumper there of the 52 of Keeter. Keeter's going to pull away by about a car length. Coming into 3 and 4, here comes Van Zant, Bittner, and Atkinson. All right, 52. Keeter still your race leader. Parmley still right there. Van Zant. Here comes Atkinson to the inside of Bittner as Ames is right in front of your leader. Lap traffic becoming a huge problem. Van Zant into the back of Parmley. Ames is all over the track and the drivers don't know which way to go. Ames is about 3 laps down at this point. Coming down the front stretch though, Mitch Keeter still your race leader. And that's going to hold on right now as he was able to open up some of the lead. Mitch Keeter, your race leaders, more lap traffic getting ready to be coming up on here. So we got the 00 Landon Harrison, the 16E of Sean Eggman, as Mitch Keeter, your race leader, as Parmley and Van Zant start to battle out, as Parmley has got some fender damage on that rear from earlier. Mitch Keeter to the back of the 00 of Landon Harris. Coming out of turn number 4, lap cars now going to be an issue. Harris checks up, lets the leader around. Keeter on the low side right now, just pulling around, getting around lap traffic with no problems. I figured maybe it might slow him down, boy, folks. I was wrong. Mitch Keeter is hooked up and on a mission right now and looking to extend the points lead as Parmley and Van Zant still duking it out around Harris. As Bittner and Atkinson going to start battling it out, but here comes Keeter. Got more lap traffic in front of him as he gets around the 6-2 with more laps ticking down. 20 laps in the books, 10 laps remaining here for your cash money main event. Mitch Keeter coming in through 3, coming out of turn number 4 as Noah Ames almost collects the 16 of Sean Eggman. As Parmley pulls away from Van Zant, and your top 3 are pretty well spread out right now. As we got 3 wide with lap traffic, you got action all over the place right now. Keeter, your race leader. Single-digit laps, Parmley, Van Zant, Atkinson up to the top 4. Mike Bittner, your top 5 right now, but your top driver right now getting ready to come to the back of the 26D of Jonathan Dean. As they come around through 1 and 2, Dean gonna almost spin through turn. Mitch Keeter almost got collected in that one down the max stretch. Keeter is wheeling the 52 around right now. Got about, I'd say, a quarter of a track lead over Jace Parmley in the number 2 spot. Keeter is just hooked up and ready to go. Van Zant, though, getting back to the bumper of the 82 of Parmley. As Chandler Mooney having a little bit of problems entering turn number 3. Mitch Keeter, still the Mitch Keeter show, showing you why he is your current points leader, trying to extend that lead down the back stretch. Into 3, he comes. More lap traffic going to be his issue. Jace Parmley just now entering 3 as Keeter's going to pass the flag stand, and Keeter's got a wall of cars in front of him. Does he have enough time? Can he navigate this? Can Parmley run him down? Is there going to be enough laps left? As he's got 3 cars in front of him blocking his way, and he has Parmley closing a gap here. Keeter to the inside of Whitman down the max stretch as he's starting to navigate it. As Parmley got around the 26D of Jonathan Dean. Mitch Keeter, your race leader, trying to get around the XR11 of Sean Duncan out of turn number 2 down the back chute. He's going to go. Parmley still a little further out than he would want to be. Keeter driving a beautiful race through traffic as they're coming down the front stretch. White flags out, 1 to go for the 52 of the Mitch Keeter. Into one for the final time out of turn number 2. He's going to put Ames about 6 laps down the backstretch. He's going to go into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4 for the final time. Going to VP Racing Fuels victory lane, the 52 of Mitch Keeter. Jace Parmley, Jimmy Van Zant, Dustin Atkinson, and Mike Benton are going to round out your top 5.
You know, it was pretty much the Mitch Keeter show the whole race, but he showed a lot of talent working through lap traffic and a lot of good racing behind him and good runs there for 82 Jace Parmley and the 67 of Jimmy Van Zant getting the podium spot there in the front stretch there.
Race fans, get ready to make some noise for the 52 of Mitch Keeter, your current points leader as he climbs out of the car. Your feature winner in VP Racing Fuels victory lane, Mitch Keeter. That's going to be back-to-back Tony Roper Memorial wins for Mitch Keeter. The 82 of Jace Parmley there in the runner-up spot. Good run for him. And there in the third and final podium spot is going to be the 67 of Jammin' Jimmy Van Zant. He's giving a wave.
After that run, he's probably like, yeah, I'm good sitting right here.
I tell you what, man, I was pulling for Jimmy. He was throwing it in there hard into 1 and 2 and into the corners, doing a great job. That 67 was working. He's giving a big old wave to the fans.
There he is.
He's got a smile on his face. He was having fun out there. Yes, he was. Congratulations to Mitch Keeter, going to extend that points lead. Did a phenomenal job running through lap traffic. He just started picking them off, and then there was a wall of about 4 cars in front of him, and he just patiently waited his turn and found the right gaps. And you can tell, you look at the camaraderie going on down there. Everyone had a good time. That was a good, fun race. Hey, Midway, did y'all enjoy that one? Yeah, see, I heard you. Y'all enjoyed it.
Well, if you enjoy it so much, their racing schedule continues on the next weekend. Up the road, 45 minutes away from here. So if you want to follow the Cash Money Late Model Series on Saturday night, go up to a place in Springfield. What's it called?
Oh, Springfield Raceway. They'll be there Saturday night, Springfield Raceway, where the Cash Money's going to be running out next.
Some of the best local racing going on Saturday nights right there up there in Springfield, as they call it the home of the Cash Money Late Model Series.